So we have been on this challenge where we have been working on different things on different days. And for those of you who are new here for the very first time, it gives me the opportunity to welcome you. If you're joining, as I mentioned before, please do let us know that you are joining. Please do let us know from where you're joining, how this is impacting you, how this is affecting you. And today is day 10. I love double digits. We basically got into the double digits. We started off on day 1 and now it's been day 10. Today we were doing something different, and I hope we'll continue to do other different things as well as we go. And so today it's just very simple task for me. What I'm going to do will be strictly very straightforward. I'll not take a lot of time because I just want to give instructions or to talk about what we will be doing tomorrow, which is going to be day 11. As I said, because we're doing activities and events that require us to be able to prepare beforehand, it will be useful or necessary for me to give this presentation or to talk about the things the day before. And so yes, today we have been just looking at 5 a day. If you've missed any of the videos, please do check on our channel. You'll be able to get all the different videos that we have been posting for the past 10 days. And so quickly, I'll jump into the activity of day number 11. And day number 11, we are challenging ourselves to try and allow ourselves to stay for a little while without food. The reason being is that most of the time we allow ourselves, we're constantly feeding, foraging, and we get to a point that we don't allow our digestive systems to rest. We don't allow our digestive systems to get time to kind of just be and do their thing. And sometimes somebody say that our bodies are actually left with so much leftover food because we don't allow them time just to be able to settle, to be able to relax, to be able to rest. We are constantly feeding. We are from one snack to the next. We're doing one thing to the next, the other thing to the next, the other thing to the next. And before you realize, you're not even able to be able to rest your digestive system. But there are ways in which if you rest your digestive system, but also you allow yourself the opportunity for the insulin within your body to kind of get the time, the opportunity to start to start working and to start doing different things, you can actually be able to see changes in those flux of insulin, but also that can result in like better outcomes and things like that, because of course you need to let that spike to drop down so that you can end up modulating different things in your body. And so one of the ways in which you can easily do that, one of the things in which you can easily challenge yourself is by practicing what is known as intermittent fasting. If you're new here, you'll know that maybe you might not know about it, but if you're not new here, we've done a challenge on intermittent fasting before. If you want to know a little bit more about it, we've described what is intermittent fasting. We've talked about like how you can carry out intermittent fasting. We've talked about the way you can prepare for it. We've talked about what you can do on the days that you're fasting, combining fasting with exercise, all those different things. We've looked at them, and the information or the videos are available on our channel page. And that's something that if you're interested in, you can check that out. If you're interested in, it might be of use, it might be helpful to you. And so what we're going to be doing on this challenge on day 11, we will be practicing some other people call time restricted fasting. It doesn't matter. Other people call it intermittent fasting. Whatever you call it, it doesn't matter. But what I just want is, if you're doing this, again, as I've said, this is not a challenge for anybody who is not medically fit. This is a challenge for somebody who is medically fit, who's been given a clear bill of health. So you're participating this again at your own risk, because again, as I mentioned, it's something that I'm doing and just inviting other people to come and do it along with me. And so if you want to do this, if you want to be part of it, tomorrow is just simply allowing your body a couple of hours to be able to rest, to be able to heal from all the constant pumping of food before you feed it with new food. So what are you going to be doing? So if you're watching this hopefully before the end of the day, what I just need you to do is from morning until evening, maybe until around 3 or 4 p.m, not eating anything and just like drinking a lot, so that at the end of it all, you're constantly hydrated as you go through the day. As I mentioned again, there are different patterns and there are different hours in which you can do intermittent fasting. You can do either the the 18-6, or you can do the 16-8. It depends on what you want to do, and it depends on when you had your last meal, because I don't know what time you're watching this. If you're watching it past already your meal times, it might be already too late. And if it's before your meal time, you might want to think about, after you've eaten, what you will be eating tonight. Just waiting and calculating. If you're doing 16 hours or 18 hours, calculating from today until the next time to be able to eat. Sometimes just the easiest thing you can do is, if your last meal was tonight, dinner time, just waiting, skipping breakfast, and then having a late lunch. Or you can, if I told you I ate your dinner before 6 p.m., you might just skip breakfast and have an early lunch, and you can calculate that for yourself. Why am I saying this? Because again, as I mentioned, there are positive outcomes where fasting can help with your sugar regulation. It can help with things like, it has been shown to regulate and actually reverse things like type 2 diabetes. And so when you allow your body to fast, you're resting your digestive system, you're allowing your sugar levels to stabilize, and that can have so many health outcomes, so that in the end you can end up with more healthy bodies. And that's what we are pursuing for the year 2024. It's our year of getting ourselves to detox, is a year of getting ourselves to reset, is a year of allowing ourselves to kind of, in a way, ensure that we have an optimal body, which is what I believe we have been given the mandate to prosper and to be in good health, even as our souls prosper. And so the challenge for tomorrow is that, just, if you find it so difficult, if you never fasted before, the best thing you can just do is skip breakfast and then have a late lunch or an early dinner, or you might want to do breakfast and lunch. It all depends on you. Remember, it's a challenge, and as I always say, you put in it what you get out of it. If you put in dedication, you get results out of it. If you don't put in dedication, there is nothing you get out of it. So at the end of it all, if you want to see something, if you want to see impacts, if you want to see differences in your health, you might as well just decide to commit to it. If it's not worth committing to it, it's not worth trying to attempt it at all, because at the end of it all, you're trying to encourage yourself, you're trying to tell yourself, I'm going to do things that will change my life, that will change my health as I go into 2024. And so, just as I bring this to a close, it's not going to be a long recording. As I said, it's a very quick recording that I'll be doing just to update you on what we'll be doing. Tomorrow's challenge is intermittent fasting, where we're just basically skipping breakfast. If you want, you can skip breakfast and lunch and have food at the end of the day. That will rest your digestive system. That will help you to kind of, in a way, reset in one way or the other. And if you, of course, if you want to continue doing this until the end of the challenge, it's up to you. If you want to do it maybe until the weekend, is up to you. If you want to do it no matter duration of time, but I usually say trying something just once might not be of a big impact on your health, because, or even if you want to lose, let's say, weight and things like that, you did not put on that weight in one day. You will not lose it in one day. It's a continuous time that you need to invest in. You need to invest in some more like opportunities to tell yourself, I'll challenge myself to eat healthy. That's why I've talked about things like nutritional cleansing. You might want to challenge yourself and say, do exercise. All those kind of things, they all contribute towards your well-being. They all contribute towards your welfare. And so at the end of it all, if you do it only once for a start, that shouldn't be a big problem. But if you find that if you're starting it in the first place is becoming difficult, just one meal should be enough to start you up. But I will encourage you, if you're doing it on the ones, maybe you might want to consider it another time. Do it again and again until it becomes like one easy thing that you can put it in your bag as a healthy habit that you picked up for 2024, and definitely that will have enormous impact on your health. I hope one of these days, once the challenge is finished, I'll be able to come back and talk a little bit about how intermittent fasting has changed my life. And before I do that, I just want to invite you and give you a little bit of a flavor on these 40 days of a challenge. So until tomorrow, when I come back with the activity for the day after tomorrow, I hope you have a great evening. My prayer for you is that you will prosper and be in good health, even as your souls prosper. And I pray that you hope, and I hope that you know that you're loved, you're appreciated and celebrated. Until I see you in the